a while since I've made a video. That's because I've been run off my feet getting ready for the Jester Challenge. I have made and installed an inner forestay, which I'll show you the ends of in a moment. I've acquired storm sails. I've begun the process of victualling. I will show you the locker, but first, have a look at this. Storm Jib is from eSails, which is the online branch of Kemp Sails. I have to say they were a pleasure to deal with, and it was probably about just over 2 weeks from placing the order to having the sail in my hand. And when they knew that I was a Jester Challenger, I think they might have put a rush on it. Great people, good communication, not expensive, 215 quid. It's the smallest trysail they do, which they recommend is for a 26-foot boat, but the Twister sail plan calls for a 40 square foot storm jib. So there it is. And my inner forestay, you can see I've made that. That's because I contacted several riggers, said this is what I need, can you do it for me? And none of them even got back to me, so I had to make it myself. So I've got a block of tackle on there so I can get some tension on it. That hook, I don't even know what these are called. That hook there, so I can quickly rig it. And I've rigged and de-rigged that several times. It works a treat, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Lovely. Makes me very happy just to look at it. When I did my Genoa tracks, I got these Barton cars, super expensive. But I deliberately got them oversized, so in fact I can run both the sheets through there, and the redundant one just kind of lays at the bottom, and the one that's in use is on the roller. So that's great. That's a little bit less rigging up that I've got to do. At the moment the trysail is on the boom. It doesn't have to be that way. I can lead it to the quarters, no problem, and I think that's probably more of an accepted way to do it. I don't care, to be honest with you. It sets beautifully there. That's at the right height is where it should be there. And having been out recently, force 8 gale, using only well-reefed normal sails, I know that rig that I've got there, that's as close to bulletproof as you can get. It's that's going to be great. The trysail doesn't go above the spreaders. Sets well. I like it. What I've got to do now, and what I will be doing, is every single day between now and departure, which is only 3 weeks away, I will rig and de-rig the storm sails so that it's programmed in, so that when I need to do it, I don't need to think about it, I can just do it. Every single day I'm going to do that. It's part of my training. And I'm also starting, I have been, getting some exercise to get a bit physically fitter. Anyway, victualling, let me show you what I've done. I'll be taking my 130 litre tank and this 20 litre spare. The 130 litre tank I know will easily last me for 2 weeks, and the 20 litre spare is emergency rations in case something goes wrong with the pump system and I can't get the water out of the tank, or if the tank gets tainted somehow, some seawater gets in there or something. And 20 litres, if I ration it, it's a week, isn't it? So that'll be enough. There is a place on my boat that I rarely venture into. There aren't many places on my boat that I rarely venture into, but This one I never use for anything. It's under the chart table, and under the chart table there's a little hole, and in the little hole I have my tin provisions right there. So I've got an almost full thing of pasta. That'll be full when I leave. And my tins, and most of those, to be honest, are tinned meals. There is enough there, and I'm working on the basis that it won't be every day that I feel like a full meal. Most days I will, but it won't be every day. I've got enough porridge to have breakfast every day for more than a month, and enough rice and pasta in here to keep me going for a long time. So it's just the protein, really. I'll be taking eggs, a dozen eggs with me, and the tinned food. And really, I think, to be honest, that's enough. It's not too much, but it's enough. I have a problem with overloaded small boats. There is no need to take 3 spared outboard engines, loads and loads of fuel, and 3 months worth of supplies. There's just no need, you know. I'm going to the Azores, not circumnavigating. So that'll be enough, I think. For fuel, I have my 20-litre container. It's not where it'll store for the trip, but there it is, my 20-litre container there, and obviously the fuel tank. So I'll have 60 litres on board. That should be enough, especially given that, certainly for the trip out, you're not allowed to run the engine anyway. It's for potentially for charging batteries, but I won't even need to do that because I've got the solar now. I'll be taking the generator off the boat, and that really is the biggest thing I've got left to do, is to clear out the boat of stuff that I don't need to take with me. Certainly anything with any weight in it that I don't need to take with me. I've already made a start now, and that's sort of another video that's coming, I suppose. I've made a start on tearing out all the nasty carpet that was on the walls in a forepeak. So I've cleaned this, torn out that carpet. It was a really difficult job, but I did it. And I've just left those strips there. That's where I'm going to put the new battens or the new vertical battens for the strips that are going to go in here. So, bit of a revamp, long overdue. And there we are, really. So the videos haven't exactly been coming thick and fast. I've been running around like an idiot. It's just been unbelievable. Every day, actually, there's been at least 3 tasks to achieve, and I've probably achieved 1.5 of them, and that's kind of how it's been going. I've made this, obviously, new hatch here. Just waiting for the lock to arrive for that, so that I can put the lock in here. But the idea of that is that I can keep an eye on the wind vane from inside the cabin in foul weather, without the risk of green water coming down the hatch. It also means the boat's now more secure than it's been since I've had it, because I can shut the main hatch and latch that, and then I'll lock this, and that'll be that. So that's good. I've sorted out a compass light. Little things, you know. I've been doing quite a bit of night sailing lately, and things like that you start to realise those aren't just, I mean, they are a convenience if you're only doing coastal daytime stuff, the occasional dusk arrival, but you're actually navigating in the ocean at night. You need a compass light, don't you? Yeah, and that's it. My storm sails have arrived. Things are coming along nicely. Now there'll be a couple more updates before the kick-off. I think when I feel I'm ready to go and there's nothing left, I'll do a little update, and then of course on the day I'll do a quick video. I'm off to the Mayflower Marina on the 17th of this month. Jesus. And that'll be for 4 days before the start. There's a skipper's briefing, skipper's dinner. It's important to be there, really, and gather with the other challengers. So I've really got until the 17th, so that's only another 2 weeks, really, to get this absolutely in order. I feel like I'm not far off it. I do need to start clearing out. I've still got lots of tools on the boat that I wouldn't need for emergency repairs. That's something else I've got to do, is get a damage control kit together. I've made inquiries about renting a life raft for the trip, but I've not heard anything back yet. That's where we are. So further update, less than 2 weeks from now, probably another 10 days or something, I'll have something to report. And then it's the main event.